It's April 15th, 2024. Um, I'm sitting here in my quiet after some recent discoveries in the area, thinking about my son. Um, this morning he woke up and I just looked at him like a piece of artwork just to see what he naturally gravitated to. And he picks out this shirt which has a triangle on it or a delta, and then it's a prism um, with the words Pink Floyd on it. Now, I'm not um, musically, I'm not connected at all to the song, but I'm looking at this symbolic gesture on his t shirt that's still being sold in the local market for whatever reason. And I'm trying to think to myself as a mother, um, and a mother who has fallen down the stairs and broken a bone, but still has a child to protect and has no faith whatsoever in what she's being housed with. Um, and I'm thinking, and that's weighing very heavily on my person at the moment. And I'm thinking artistically, when I look into the television and I see certain signals and certain signs from the elite that have planning opportunities and development opportunities and money, which at this point I don't. Um, and also having been hurt here repeatedly, still in a declining health, no less, through no fault of my own, just certain parts of the vector that I'm in um, that are causing physiological changes. And I'm looking, and this is what I'm looking for in concerns from Prism to Delta to Velocity to Prism on behalf of the my natural born son. Um, so I'm by Property Magazine. This is what they have. This is the area. This is the symbols that they use, and still in the United States of America with a Federal Reserve note, an ONE, and an INGODWE trust, um, with Jackson and then the White House on the back of that. And when I'm not a big sports fanatic, but I remember very real symbolic signaling of the golf course and the Masters were pristine in Augusta. Um, and at like a GA level, it was heritage. They have this jacket system. Um, it's signs of the time when I watch it to watch for like levels of this that might have national security implications for me and my children, especially after the path that I've been forced down and to walk um, in this area. And it was the Masters, the jackets, the club, the golf, the tournament was always very preppy, elite looking white men. And now when I look, they've got some guy but that goes by like the fictitious name Tiger Woods, like that right there, and he doesn't even look American. If like the picturesque few like if you like now they've got this new thing on called Shogun on Hulu. Japan's coming out with it about tea houses and feudal imperialistic Japan. I'm thinking to myself, if America was imperialistic at any point with its, and then there's family feud that the military like sets its sights on to fight over at feudal on behalf of its children. um I don't understand why sports has gotten so contaminated and so messy. If that's a safe topic to talk on, um, Tiger Woods looks like a child from elsewhere. I don't know whose family. I don't know who invited him on to the golf course. I did not. Um, I know better. I mean, it's almost like they've kept nothing sacred. They've fought for nothing. Like, how do you keep the golf course clean, in clean lines for development, for funding, for whatever? Why are they inviting children from elsewhere onto the Masters golf course? It seems like an intrusion into safety, privacy, and heritage of something that was gifted and put out there to protect and defend. Yet I don't see them defending it at all. I see them bastardizing it and making a complete mess of it. And now they've got on some promotional thing with some other child from elsewhere. They've switched from Tiger Woods to something Sheffield, I don't know. But his wife's pregnant. And I'm like, again, it just feels like, for lack of a better term, knowing what he's using in technology, these carrots dangled in front of these persons that kept their eye on this course and just keep trying to charge the field. Um, I don't know who's in charge of defending it. CBS seems to cover it on network, whatever, but even their broadcast and anchor desk is so messy. They haven't been able to keep that in complete defense and clean sites. It's been torn apart. Um, so I don't know. So here's what it looks like now. Now they've got some kind of merchandise and some gnome. I don't know what that's about.
Welcome back to CBS Saturday Morning. The azaleas are in full bloom in Augusta, Georgia, as the Masters Golf Tournament heads into.
I know. It says Masters. I mean, again, that's our territorial area. From like I'm in Queens, and then like to broad, like widen the lens, it goes out to New York, and then it goes out to the larger area. And coming from behind the prism, the light changes, and I'm having problems with my eyes right now. I don't know if those are those ocular like blasts from behind. I don't know. Again, is it a targeted? I don't know, but it's affecting my vision.
To the weekend rounds, and already some history was made at the first major tournament of the year. Omar Villafranca won the correspondent lottery. Say joins us live.
So he won. I'm listening to how she calls out the correspondent lottery. Again, at like from inside the sandbox. I mean, like you play well in the sandbox with others. I don't know. How did he win the correspondent lottery with her being in the Times Square to cover this Augusta thing?
From Augusta National. Omar, I'm really mad because I had great last year. And the fact that it's beautiful right now really has me mad, but it's all right.
Omar bumped you out of the tournament.
I kind of bumped myself, but yeah. Good morning.
Well, usually I'm jealous of you guys in the studio, but not today. Good morning from Augusta National. It is going to be an absolutely gorgeous day here. Starting the third round, and already some big names did make the cut. Of course, the biggest name of all, Tiger Woods, didn't make the cut, and he is +1. As we mentioned, that's good enough for his 24th consecutive cut at
The fact that they used the big cat name of Tiger and pasted it on this person to play golf on someone else's course, and then used the word wood at gardening and security of the children, and how the last 45 years has developed, whose promotional company put this level of strain on the American public?
Masters. That's a record. Now, thousands of fans were following Tiger as he battled to win. And on his final putt at 18, there was a cool little moment. The crowd gave him an ovation, knowing that he broke that record and that they got to witness a piece of history. Like we mentioned,
And the last time I checked, when a non familial person is spotted on a master's course and they are not familial, isn't that a sign of some kind of battleground of some sort? I mean, like stepping up on the course in order to try to battle and challenge for the like feudal part of it.
Tigers +1, three-way top at the leaderboard. We have Max Homa, Bryson DeChambeau, Scotty Scheffler, all tied at 6 under. They will tee off later on this afternoon. One of the big stories here yesterday was the wind. It was howling, gusts up to 40 miles per hour, blowing sand out of the sand traps. It was
Now, this is another thing. These are the flags, starting with this one, which looks familial, and then it goes this way. Like, are those all the persons involved? If like a mystery crime has been committed into like, why was this Tiger Woods introduced this way onto this family feudal golf course?
really affecting play. Fans' hats were just blowing off all over the place. Golfers would line up and then they'd pull back as the wind gusts would come. But today, it's expected to calm down a little bit. That is good news. Now, for fans of this tournament, uh, to watch it on TV, this is a weekend thing. I have buddies who clear their schedule. They are not doing anything productive. They're going to sit down, they're going to watch, they're going to listen to Jim Nantz say, "Hello, friends." And I'll tell you this, what you see on TV is amazing. When you see it in person, it is even better. No leaf is out of place. It is amazing.
That's exactly it. Omar, I just want to clear something up because it sounded like you said Tiger didn't make the cut. He did make the cut. Tiger Woods is still playing.
No, he did make the cut.
Yes, he did.
I think
he did.
Omar
It
just
said it. We got it. I got it.
He's in.
He's in. All right. And you're right about how the course looks. You cannot explain it. There's another thing there that you only get when you are there. The merchandise. It's an incredible experience.
Yes.
I've tried 2 years in a row to take people in there. They would not let me, but it's crazy. And I hear there's a
Isn't that part of the exclusivity? Like the lore, like that used to be part of the like, again, it's like the treasure trove of America. It's like the exclusivity of like the golf course, like before cameras and broadcast, like only certain level and tiers would be allowed to even know that this existed in the hidden gems and national treasures of the American course.
very hot item this year.
The hottest item here, get ready, I got a hold of one of them. The gnomes.
Wow.
All right, this is the smaller one. There is big one. It is quite a sight to see grown adults elbowing to get to them. And they
Although in a nice way.
Here, and
He has the same outfit Omar
very
has.
respectful.
Right, the spectators there.
Yes, exactly. He's wearing the caddy outfit. But here's something else I wanted to show you guys real quick. This.
Oh, the pimento cheese. Yeah.
Nice.
My favorite when I lived there.
Famous for it. These.
From where I am in New York, I don't know what this means.
Yes, these sold out already, but let me tell you, it's a fantastic thing to see you here. Guys, back to you.
Omar, thank you very much.
Awesome, Omar. Have fun.
Seriously, have fun. Our coverage of the Masters begins today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Final round coverage. Listen to that music. Starts up tomorrow.
Hello,
at 2
friends.
Eastern. It's all right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. It's just so lovely.
It is.
No hello, enemies.
I'm going to pause that for a second. Now that was Saturday morning. This is Monday morning.
This morning, the world's #1 golfer is standing alongside some of the greatest names in Masters history. Scottie Scheffler won the green jacket for the second time in 3 years yesterday, pulling away from the field on the final 9 holes. He played the entire tournament, knowing he might have to drop out at any moment if the phone rang. Omar Villafranca is at Augusta National Golf Club, home of the Masters, in a green jacket, though not the green jacket. Omar, good morning.
Good morning. Scheffler made history yesterday. He's 27 years old, making him the 4th player to win 2 Masters. Joining a list that includes Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods.
His stardom confirmed.
I don't know who gave Jack Nicklaus or Tiger Woods entry to the golf course. I just don't know. Not from where I've been in the series of rooms that I've been in within New York. I don't know how they even make entry into the Masters. I don't know what the qualifiers are. I don't know how they pick the candidates. I don't know any of that.
It was the Scottie Scheffler show at the Masters on Sunday. The world #1 steamrolled the competition. 27 years old. And could life be any sweeter? Earning the 2nd green jacket of his career.
Did my best to stay calm out there. I tried to stay patient on the course and was able to make some key shots and key putts today to kind of keep my round going.
Scheffler's closest competitor was 24-year-old Swede Ludvig Åberg, who was playing in his first major tournament. But the pressure didn't faze him.
Yes!
Who needs experience? As the Swede was looking to win the Masters at his Augusta national debut. The last to do that was Fuzzy Zoeller in 1979. Despite Åberg's impressive display, Scheffler showed why he's golf's top player. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Nailing 7 birdies in the final round,
To get to 8 under.
including 1 on the 16th hole.
Why not? Why not give him the hole?
That call by legendary CBS broadcaster Vern Lundquist in his 40th and final Masters tournament. And for Scheffler, the victory was extra special. His wife Meredith is 9 months pregnant.
How do you put this into words? You win Masters, you're about to be a father for the first time. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, you're about to make me cry here at Butler Cabin. No, it's a very, very special time for both of us. I can't put into words what it means to win this tournament again. I really can't put it into words what it's going to be like to be a father for the first time.
This is the first major tournament that Scheffler's wife has missed because doctors wouldn't clear her because she's 9 months pregnant. And even with the lead, Scheffler said that if she went into labor, he would withdraw from the tournament. Luckily, she did not go into labor. Tony?
Would have been a tough call. I'm sure Scottie would have come to the right decision, though. Omar, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Congrats to him. Congrats to his growing family.
It would have been a tough call, but we know how long labor could last. So I said,
That's right.
You just hold on for just
Just hang on.
a second.
Getting that college fund right. Exactly. We'll be right back. Uh-oh. You agree with me on that.
Interesting. His wife did not go into labor. And then they showed that on Saturday Night Live this week, an Iowa woman basketball star, gave someone else an apron with her signature on it. And there was mention of, like, you don't have a girlfriend, Michael. So I'm going to pause this for a second.
It's a perfect song for this because girls is players too, I'll say. The best and brightest rising stars in women's basketball will hear their names called tonight. The WNBA draft record breaker, record superstar, that's Caitlin Clark, of course, is expected to be the first pick less than 10 days after playing in her second straight Final Four. She is just one member of an incredibly talented group that could lift the women's league to a new level. I can't wait and make it more popular than ever before. Jan Crawford reports on tonight's star-studded.
Again, I don't know how they pick these persons to give the opportunity to. I have no idea about the process. I have no idea how they pick their candidates. I don't know how they pick the pool of applicants that then get the chance to even participate in championship. I'm not part of any of that industry or process. I'm just looking at the end product and results during a time where I am incredibly concerned for myself, my safety, and my children. Moving forward into a future that I don't know.
The draft and how this year's top college player is already changing the game of women's basketball.
You make a lot of jokes about women's sports, don't you, Michael?
In a surprise appearance on Saturday Night Live ahead of tonight's WNBA draft, Caitlin Clark roasted Weekend Update co-host Michael Shea for running down women's basketball.
I can't wait to give this to my girlfriend.
You don't have a girlfriend, Michael.
She also gave a shout out to those who paved the way.
Thanks to all the great players like Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Cynthia Cooper, the great Don Staley, and my basketball hero, Maya Moore. These are the women that kicked down the door so I could walk inside.
Clark is expected to go to the Indiana Fever as the top pick of the draft after an historic season where she shattered Division I scoring records and took her Iowa team to the NCAA National Championship game.
On the drive, O'Grady gets denied. Cardoso gobbles it up.
But Camila Cardozo at the University of South Carolina.
And I'm not going through the sport because I really don't care. I don't really find entertainment in any of this stuff at this point, with the local area looking as degenerative as it is. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken. And it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.